In this video, I will share with you a psychological secret, and if you truly understand it, the way people treat you will change almost immediately. What I am about to explain is something that most people never realize about respect. They go through their entire lives trying to earn it a wrong way. They try to impress others. They try to please everyone. They try to prove their worth. And ironically, the more they try, the less respect they receive. But once you understand this principle with me today, you will see why some people command respect effortlessly the moment they walk into a room, while others are constantly ignored or taken for granted. This concept lies at the very core of human psychology. So please listen carefully, because what you are about to learn may completely change how people perceive you. Imagine two individuals entering a room. The first person tries very hard to be liked. He smiles at everyone, agrees with everything people say, and constantly tries to make others comfortable. The second person behaves differently. He is calm. He does not rush to impress anyone. He speaks only when necessary, and he carries himself with quiet confidence. Now here is the interesting part. Without saying a word, most people in that room will instinctively respect the second person more. Why? Because respect does not come from trying to earn approval. Respect comes from how you present your value to the world. And here is the golden rule I want you to remember for the rest of your life. People do not respect those who seek approval. People respect those who demonstrate self-respect. Once you truly understand this rule, everything about social interactions begins to make sense. Now, I will explain several psychological principles that instantly make people respect you more. These are simple behaviors, but they have a powerful effect on how others perceive you. Let us begin with the first one: silence. Silence is one of the most underestimated psychological tools in social interactions. Many people believe that to gain respect, they must talk more. They must constantly prove their intelligence, share their opinions, and fill every moment with words. But the truth is the opposite. The more a person talks, the less weight his words carry. Think about it. When someone rarely speaks but finally says something, everyone listens carefully. But when someone talks endlessly, people stop paying attention. This is because the human mind naturally assigns greater value to scarcity. So when you speak less, your words automatically become more powerful. Imagine you are in a conversation with several people. Everyone is talking, debating, and trying to prove their point. But you remain calm and quiet, observing the discussion. Then, at the right moment, you share a short but thoughtful statement. Instantly, the room becomes silent. People listen, because silence creates authority. You do not need to dominate conversations. You simply need to choose your moments wisely. Now, let us move to the second principle: emotional control. This is one of the most powerful psychological traits that commands respect. Most people are controlled by their emotions. If someone criticizes them, they become angry. If someone disrespects them, they react immediately. If something goes wrong, they panic. But people who command respect behave differently. They remain calm. No matter what happens around them, they maintain control over their emotions. And this creates a very powerful psychological effect. Because when others see that you cannot easily be disturbed, they begin to perceive you as mentally strong. Let me give you an example. Imagine two coworkers receiving harsh criticism from their boss. The first person immediately becomes defensive. He argues, raises his voice, and tries to justify himself. The second person simply listens calmly. He nods, considers the criticism, and responds in a composed manner. Now ask yourself, which of these two individuals appears more respectable? Of course, the second one, because emotional stability signals maturity and strength, and people naturally respect those who remain calm under pressure. Now I want to talk about another important principle: boundaries. Many people struggle with respect because they never establish clear boundaries. They say yes to everything. They allow others to interrupt them. They tolerate behavior that makes them uncomfortable. And over time, people begin to see them as easy to control. But individuals who command respect understand something very important. They protect their time, energy, and personal space. If someone speaks to them disrespectfully, they address it calmly. If someone wastes their time, they limit access. If someone crosses a line, they enforce their boundaries. This does not mean being aggressive or rude. In fact, the most respected individuals set boundaries quietly and firmly. For example, imagine someone constantly interrupting you during conversations. Instead of becoming angry, you simply say calmly, "Please let me finish speaking." That single sentence communicates something very powerful. It tells people that you value yourself. And when you value yourself, others begin to value you as well. Now let us discuss another psychological trick that instantly changes how people perceive you: the power of slow movements. This may sound strange, but the speed of your actions communicates a lot about your confidence. People who feel insecure tend to move quickly. They rush their words, they rush their decisions, they rush their movements. This creates an unconscious impression of nervousness. But confident individuals move differently. They move slowly and deliberately. They take their time speaking. They pause between sentences. They walk calmly. And this sends a powerful signal to the human brain, because people who are truly confident do not feel the need to rush. Think about leaders, respected professionals, or individuals who hold authority. Notice how they behave. Their movements are controlled. Their speech is calm. Their presence feels grounded. And this alone makes people treat them differently. Now I want to talk about another powerful psychological principle: the ability to say no. Many people fear saying no because they worry about disappointing others, so they agree to things they do not want to do. They accept invitations they dislike. They take on responsibilities they cannot handle. They allow others to use their time freely. But here's something important you must understand. Every time you say yes to something you do not truly want, you lower your own value, because people quickly learn that your boundaries are flexible. On the other hand, individuals who command respect understand the power of saying no. They do not say it aggressively, they simply say it calmly and clearly. For example, "I'm not available for that," or "I won't be able to do that today," and then they move on without guilt. This behavior sends a very strong psychological signal. It shows that your time is valuable, and when people see that you value your time, they begin to respect it. Now I want to discuss another important factor that influences respect: consistency. Consistency is one of the strongest foundations of trust and respect. People observe patterns. If your behavior constantly changes, others will struggle to understand who you really are. One day you are confident, the next day you appear unsure. One day you enforce boundaries, the next day you ignore them. This inconsistency weakens your presence. But when your behavior remains steady, people begin to trust your character. They know what to expect from you. They know your principles. And over time, this predictability creates respect, because reliable individuals appear stronger and more stable. Now, I want to share with you another subtle but powerful psychological trick: eye contact. Eye contact is one of the clearest signals of confidence. People who avoid eye contact often appear uncertain or insecure, but individuals who maintain calm, steady eye contact communicate something very different. They show presence, they show awareness, they show confidence. However, it is important to understand the balance. Eye contact should feel natural, not intimidating. When speaking with someone, simply maintain eye contact while listening and responding. This small change alone can significantly improve how people perceive you. Now, let us talk about something that many people misunderstand: kindness. Some people believe that being kind will automatically earn them respect, but kindness without strength often leads to the opposite. When kindness is not supported by boundaries, people may begin to take advantage of it. True respect comes from a combination of kindness and strength. You can be polite, you can be generous, but you must also maintain self-respect. The most respected individuals treat others well, but they never allow themselves to be treated poorly. This balance is extremely important. Now, I want to discuss one final psychological principle that ties everything together: self-perception. The way you see yourself directly influences how others see you.
If deep inside you believe that you are unimportant, people will unconsciously sense it. Your body language will reflect it, your voice will reflect it, your decisions will reflect it. But when you genuinely believe in your own value, something remarkable happens. Your posture changes, your tone becomes steadier, your presence becomes stronger, and people begin to respond to you differently. Because human beings constantly read subtle signals from one another. Confidence is not just a mindset, it is something that others can feel. And when you respect yourself, you silently teach others how to treat you. Now, before I finish this video, I want to remind you of the most important lesson we discussed today. Respect is not something you chase. Respect is something you demonstrate. Through your actions, through your boundaries, through your emotional control. When you begin to apply these psychological principles in your daily life, you will notice something interesting. People will interrupt you less. They will listen to you more carefully. They will consider your opinions more seriously. Not because you demanded respect, but because your behavior naturally inspired it. There are still many psychological principles about human behavior that we have not discussed yet, and I will explain them in future videos. But for now, start observing your interactions. Pay attention to how you speak, how you move, and how you respond to situations. Because the smallest changes in behavior can produce the biggest changes in how people treat you. And if you are still watching up to this point, I want you to know that I truly appreciate your time. I hope this lesson helps you understand human psychology on a deeper level. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video.